back to another video with me and QC Makeup Academy. Today, it's really exciting and fun. I feel very fancy. We have with us today the cute, look at this, the box. The box has QC makeup on it. It's their own box. Anyway, sorry. Airbrush machine. Look at this, this got instructions right on it. In your wonderful airbrush box, you're going to find firstly this other boxes inside of boxes, that also says QC Makeup Academy. I have no nails, so if you have nails, this will be easier. You'll find your airbrush. Your airbrush is in the middle. You've got your little eyedropper in case your makeup is in gigantic things that you can't get rid of, and a tiny, tiny little wrench just in case you mess up and you have to fix it. So then also, inside your little box is going to come your tiny little air compressor. You're going to have to set it up. You plug it in. There's these two beautiful fellows that come in the package as well, and all you do is take them out and you hook it on the side. And that's going to be your little brush holders for when your arm gets tired. And then you have your air hose, which is extremely important because that's how the airbrush works. So you kind of just wiggle it onto the little air hose thing on the side here, and then that comes all the way up here. Make sure it's not any kind of tangled. Then you've got your nice little hose. It's pretty simple to work. Like, all you need to do is on. And when you do on, it automatically goes to the max, like there's air coming out. The most amount of air that's coming out. And if you want it to go down, so you don't want such a heavy application, you press mode, and every time you press mode, it's going to go down. So there's 5. There's max, 3 in the middle, and then minimum. Once you go past minimum, it's just going to go back up to max again. Pretty simple. Turn that off for a second. When you take this out, pull it by the side that is not the airbrush, this little dusted silver side. Pull it out that way. Because the key thing is, on this airbrush, there's the front part where the makeup comes out. Do not touch that little, it's inside a little metal piece, but don't touch that little, I don't even know what it's like a little spiky thing. Don't touch the little spiky thing, because if you bend that, or if you wreck that in any way, your airbrush is going to either, the makeup's not going to come out, it's going to go the wrong way, it's going to be weird. Just don't do it. So carefully, take your not knotted air hose, and you're going to wiggle that onto the bottom part of this. It's not too difficult. Just make sure it's firmly on there. There you go. And this is a single action airbrush. So the other weird one that I have of my own is double action. So when you pull back on this little lever, you can also push down, and that controls like how much is being released and how much is being pulled out. This one is the airflow is controlled by, for this one, the airflow is actually controlled by the compressor. So the only thing you have to do on the actual airbrush is this, which is controlling how much makeup comes out. Cleaning it is, you clean the little pot after when you switch colors or after every application, but cleaning the actual airbrush, if you find that something's wrong with it, all single action airbrushes are built pretty similarly. Our teacher, when I was in school, taught me how to clean it. It's not too hard. I would just grab, if you're a little bit scared of touching the little needle that's inside. Needle, that's the word I was looking for. If you're a little scared of touching the needle on the inside, I would just look it up on YouTube. I'm sure there's 1,000 different things. There's also this beautiful instructional booklet. This just tells you what's inside, if you're missing anything, let them know. How to set it up. Maintenance. So this right here, it actually pulls apart the entire thing for you and shows you what it looks like. See, needle, I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, pulls apart the whole thing and shows you what goes where and what's what and so forth. But if the gun ever becomes blocked, you take it apart. So you can take this whole thing apart and clean the whole thing. If you find that you've cleaned everything that you can in here and it's still not working for some reason, you can open it up and fix it yourself. You can do it. Alright, so I'm just going to show you kind of how it works. If you're not familiar with an airbrush, if you've especially not used one before, my teacher actually made us do similar dots on pieces of paper. So like you do small dot, small dot, small dot, a whole row of the same size. Maybe another row if you can't get it down, and then try and go bigger, just so you kind of get the feel of how much you're putting on. With my airbrush, I have my little tiny airbrush makeup. This is Denier brand. It's got a little heart on the thing. It's really fun. In order to practice on yourself, and so that you guys can just see it, make sure this is nice and clean. Your little cup where your makeup's gonna go. So I like to drop mine. I'm just going to drop a couple drops in there. If you know that you're going to be doing a large application, you could just fill this whole little cup up and then keep filling it up as you go. But I'm just going to show you guys a little practice. Alright, so we're going to turn it on. And we're going to do a couple of practice things on my arm, and I'll show you. So I'm going to turn on. The air is going to already come out. Make sure you can feel the air, because that's how the airbrush works. If you can't, you either have put this on wrong, or this isn't working, or you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. It's pretty straightforward. So the air is coming out. Alright, so I'm kind of hold it here. I'm just going to do a couple of dots on my arm. So again, you could try and do the same. Try and just practice. If you want to start getting bigger, doing bigger dots. Yeah, a little bit of things. Little designs. Once you kind of get used to it. But anyway, see how nice and light that is? And it stays on. It's not like it's like wet or anything. As you can see, I've gone a little closer. That's what you control. You control how much makeup is coming out and how far away you are. Because if I'm really, really close and I pull back all the way, it's going to be really dark. It's going to be really wet. If I'm far away and I pull far back, I'm getting an even coat. So see, it all depends on where, you know, your placement of your actual hand and then how far you're pulling it back. It also depends on this as well. If I turn this down, it's a little bit less, just so it's a little bit less harsh. So let's say you need to move on to a different color. I'm just going to get some of this out. I overestimated how much I would need for this practice. I like to just take a little bit of paper towel and just get the excess. Because if there's a ton, if it's all like in the middle, I'll show you how to do. If it's all on near the needle, then I'll show you how to do that. But right now I'm just kind of cleaning up the cup preemptively. Alright, so now you've got your green makeup all through here and then all through the tube. So what you want to do is, I use my MAC, it's like Pro Performance Airbrush Makeup Cleaner. Just an airbrush makeup cleaner. Drop a couple of drops up in there. Swirl it around a bit, make sure that you got that all up in there. Awesome. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn it on again, and you're just going to blow like into a paper towel or anything. You're going to pull it all the way back. You're going to spray everything out until it's clear, so that you know that there's no more makeup in there. Make sure that it's all out of there. They have, you know, like your alabaster, your honey beige, your skin colors. I don't know if it's going to show up on my skin because it's so light. We're going to try the lemon cream, which is yellow. I'm going to pop. You can start off really close and pull back and make kind of like a little thing. It's nothing like you're going to paint a full body or anything, but you could do basic faces. You could do a whole lot of stuff with its designs. It's a neat little machine. I quite like it. I think it's freaking cool. That's my little kind of review / tutorial on this guy. I definitely have used it since I got it. It is very lovely. I'm going to clean this one out so that it's nice and prepared for next time I want to use it. And I will see you next time, I'm sure, for something else cool. I don't know if anything would be cooler than this airbrush machine, but I'm certainly going to try. I really will. I'll give it a shot. Hey, hope you guys get this airbrush machine. It's really, really cool. I really, really like it. Show me what you did with your airbrush, because I'm by no means an expert, but show me different stuff that you've done so I can update my skills as well. Bye!